Maru up on the high ground. Then we are nice wave off. Doxy is on the run. A jump.
Good afternoon and welcome to this match between mTw and Ecal eSports, where I just have to tell the teams that their flags have loaded. Well, I do that afterwards, it's okay. Anyway, we are here in a match for ProDota2 Non-Pro, the playoffs. This is the first game of the winners bracket that was being held today. Second game will follow later tonight, that I'll also be casting, probably, most likely. Yeah. It's a best out of 3. It's best out of 3, and you might have recognized Ecal eSports, their names, because this is actually formerly known as Beliebers. That is how they entered the tournament, and now they have picked up a sponsor, so I will then call them Ecal eSports from now on. And as you can see, they have a nice team profile with that as well. So we have got Radiant side for Ecal, we have got mTw upon the Dire side, and we are gonna see which one of these two teams is gonna not have to play a game tomorrow, because tomorrow is the game for the losers brackets. There will be 4 best out of 1 games for the loser brackets in total tomorrow. Actually, winners bracket final is tomorrow as well. So that will mean that we will still see one of these games, one of these teams tomorrow. Misinformed. Sorry. Anyway, we are here with a best out of 3, like I said. We are already having some bans being done by both of the teams. We have a Lone Druid banned out as well as a Broodmother and an Invoker. We've got mTw banning out a Naga Simon and a Darkseer, so strong combination with those two heroes that I do not want Ecal to have. And then Leshrac as the last ban out. And which hero is still in that mTw will like to pick up? It's probably going to be, well, Furion is of course going to be probably picked up by Ecal, but the Tinker is still in. Oh, Lycan was still in. Wow, that will mean the Furion and the Tinker will be up there for mTw if they want it, and they do want that. I almost forgot about the Lycan, because normally he's not in, but mTw now already having that massive global control with both Tinker and H Prophet, and I say global control also in the Tinker because whether he gets shut down or not, at some point he will have his boots travel, so he has that global control, and pushing it against mTw now will be very hard. Ecal does not think that long about their next set of picks. They pick up an Enigma as well as a Venomancer, so Venomancer nice counter pushing at that, even though I do think they need a bit more counter push than what they have right now. And Enigma for some good team fights that they want to have. Probably gonna place that one in the jungle and Lycan on the lane, or vice versa. It can be both. Enigma could be picked up also maybe just to deny creeps for mTw if they're gonna go for a carry or something, but we will see how they're gonna lane that. mTw responds to that by picking up a Rubik. A Rubik is of course a counter to that Enigma, just to make sure. I mean, you can steal that black hole regardless. Unless you of course get picked up in the black hole yourself and you die while you are in there. So let's see, we have an Earthshaker banned out by Ecal, quite unusual. I was actually thinking that Ecal might be the one that wanted to pick that one up, because it is a great counter pushing hero. But no, they banned it out, thinking mTw might want to go for that one. Let's see, mTw needs to ban, they banned out a Chaos Knight, do not want to face that one. They already have to deal with a Lycan for late game though. I feel like they should probably try to ban out some solo laning heroes, because so far, I mean, in theory every hero of Ecal can do a potential solo lane, but something that, like a Beastmaster or something, they could ban that one out. Enchantress banned out by Ecal. Still Chen in the pool though if mTw wants to pick it up. I mean, for now we have a Tinker solo lane, could have a Rubik solo lane. The same thing goes for mTw as for the Radiant side. Every single one of these heroes can have a solo lane. That's just it, and it will be very hard to deal with. I mean, you can't really predict where they're gonna go. Maybe Rubik you can predict to be in middle, but then again Tinker could be there as well with Rubik's support, because Rubik has been played as a support more often.
10 seconds remaining.
And it's going to be a Storm Spear that's going to be banned out by mTw, so they do go for that solo lane ban out. Not the one I was expecting, but then again, still a hero that's going to be powerful at level 6. Chen being picked up by Ecal. I mean, they already banned out the Enchantress, so the counter to that is no longer a danger to them. So right now, I mean, Chen is going to be in the forest. That will mean that Enigma is going to be in a solo lane as well as a Lycan with a Venomizer support, probably for the Lycan, if they can make that happen. And for the last lane for Ecal, they need a solo lane still. Either mid lane, probably mid lane if they're going to have Enigma on the hard lane. Beastmaster will be picked up by mTw, so they will have that one as some nice pushing power. Well, pushing power, yeah, they can just clear out quick waves, that's at least some pushing power. And of course, a hero, as soon as he's level 6, the Roar will be there, Furion might TP in, and that's almost a guaranteed kill. And he'll be able to hold back his lane. I mean, he's not going to get pushed either. If he's going to be first the Enigma, he'll not be getting that much farm, but his tower won't be going down. And he'll still be getting farm with the Ancients if he stacks those up, which he probably will. But we'll see who is going to be up against. Last one, pick for Ecal first. What do they need in the mid lane? Something for early, well, something for mid game. Queen of Pain, maybe. They need something that can put on pressure around 7 minutes, something like that. They have Chen already to put on pressure. That's nice. But then again, there's also some anti-push up on mTw, so Chen alone is not going to be enough. They need something to gank. Maybe some, yeah, not sure. I was almost going to say an Age Deparation, but then purely for his global presence, it wouldn't really fit that good into the lineup. And I'm not quite sure what they could go for here to complement their lineup. And it looks like they are unsure as well, as they're ticking into their bonus time. Not quite, well, just discussing what they want to do. What type of hero they want to go for. Will be a Dragon Knight. He needs a bit more levels. It's gonna be a Brewmaster, so still a hero that can survive solo lane. And when he is level 6, or whenever around minute 7, hopefully for him, he'll be pretty powerful. Especially if he's gonna have a good amount of farm and will be able to pick up a Blink Dagger, because they need that initiation. They need that aggressiveness, kinda, definitely. Let's see what mTw is gonna answer to that. I mean, they have got a solo lane. They have got a lot of solo lanes actually. Probably gonna see Rubik played as support, unless they're gonna play Nature Prophet in the jungle, which I don't think. And in that case, well, they either need a support, a support, or still something in the jungle that they can have there. Maybe even Shadow Demon, not picked or nor banned. And it is a great hero for the Brewmaster as well. I mean, Brewmaster is a pretty tanky hero. When he gets his farm up. So, and the same thing goes for Lycan. You kind of want to be able to slow them down. I mean, Lycan is going to get a BKB at some point, and if you don't have the Monarch Purge, it will still slow him down. It's just something to something really good. And of course, mTw already has that Roar to go through BKB with that Lycan, so they already have something against that. But having that extra Purge up would be really useful. But we are not sure. They're taking into their bonus time also, so I'm going to take sip of water. It's not really water actually, it's blue, but I don't know. It's cold and it's refreshing. That's all I need to know. Even though a blue drink kind of gives some unnatural taste to it. Anyway, mTw picking up Clockwork, so having initiation for them. And no matter if you have a BKB, if you're gonna get put into cogs, you can't get out. Just, you can't. So good, still a good mechanism to hold him at his place. And with him, I do mean Lycan. We'll see how it's gonna work out for them, because he's probably gonna be on a solo lane still then, with Nature's Prophet in the jungle. And Rubik supporting the Clockwork. Or Rubik supporting the Tinker. It could go either way. It could go either way. So we are gonna jump ourselves into the game, as in I'll switch overlays so that you see the whole map and nothing but the map. I have 13 seconds left on the screen. We're probably gonna have a pause straight after this, by the way, as in if the teams don't pick up their heroes. And my bet will be the pause is gonna come from Ecal? I actually don't know. I can't. It's gonna come from mTw. They're missing one AFK hero, but that's okay, because that gives us time to check out who's playing what for Ecal. We've got Boris playing the Enigma, Joik is going to be playing the Chen, Beliebers is going to be playing the Venomancer, Exiled will be playing the Brewmaster, and Cakes will be playing the Lycan for the Radiant side. And we have some shoutouts. Shoutouts all over the place. Well, let's jump ourselves over to the Dio side. Oh, yeah, actually, the chat for reminded me of something. This is, of course, it's Europe versus America. We're playing on US East server, and that's why I will check the ping. So we have mTw playing with a ping around 220. Actually, everybody being around 220, Kebab 213. But 220 is the average. For Ecal, the average is 260, with someone being, well, actually, wow, I'm saying 260, but 260 is actually one of the highest there. 258 is the highest there. The lowest one is 96, so they don't have that much lag. It's really, this one is really in favor of Ecal. We're gonna see how it will affect mTw. Of course, I mean, they're heroes. They're all good heroes, of course, but they're not really heroes that, you know, you have to be really good at last hitting, otherwise you won't be able to do it late game. No. They have got heroes that can just throw down their spells, Roars, March of the Machines, Rocket Flare, whatever, and then still have the control on there. So they might have, well, this is actually their normal, kind of in their comfort zone drafting wise. But yeah, we'll see how it will affect them. We'll definitely see that. So we're waiting for the last one to be picked up. Disruptor. And if indeed Kebab is playing Disruptor, he will indeed be the support. So let's just go for the heroes real fast. We have got Clockwork being played by Funzy, solo lane for him. Fucking Mad is going to be on the Nature's Prophet. Synderen is going to be playing the Tinker in the mid lane, and Joxka is going to be playing the Beastmaster on the solo hard lane. And that would leave Rubik to be played by Kebab. And while I'm saying this is actually the first match in a while again that I see Synderen who's gonna probably be in a solo middle and not on a Venomancer or some support like that. So a good one for him to be back in his lane where we have seen him most, to be fair. Versuda is connected to the game. It's also nice, all the streamers here. Yeah, just in case you're wondering, this match is being streamed in Russian by Versuda. It's also being streamed in Spanish by Antenna, I think. You should check out on Twitch TV, they're both there. And then you'll find out. You will find out. And yeah, we're still waiting for Kebab. He's still AFK. Words already picked up by Venom? No, that's not true. Nope, nobody has had time to do that. We have got on pause, well. I hope everybody was ready for that one. Kebab was. Yeah, there was no go signal, but you know, we went anyway. That's cool. So let's see how the lanes are going to be distributed. We do have the Beastmaster, or actually it's going to be Clockwork on the Clockwork on the bottom lane, solo by him. Beastmaster rotating to the top lane together with Synderen. It's quite unusual actually, together with Rubik as well. Does that mean? Nah, but we'll probably see one rotating though. Nature's Prophet picking up a Ring of Protection, 2 Clarity Potions. He might actually be going towards the mid lane, but he does not have any regen, so that's not really what he's gonna do. And Soul Ring recipe by the Tinker. We'll see how they're going. We'll see how they're gonna go. Shoxka could be in that mid lane too, even though he doesn't have that much. Didn't pick up that much regen for it, but might just be going for that fast bottle. That could definitely be a potential thing for him. Which would probably be a fast bottle for a Beastmaster in the middle lane. And then a dual lane on top with the Tinker and the Rubik there. They do like to run the Tinker on the solo safe lane, from what I've been told anyway. But yeah, dual lane there, and H Profit into the jungle. That will be for it for mTw. In the meantime, for Ecal, we're gonna see which one is gonna be getting the ward, the rune rather. It's gonna be Fancy if it spawns on this bottom lane though, and it is on the bottom lane. There it goes. And we're gonna have Lycan on the bottom lane, facing the Clockwork. Venomancer rotating to the mid lane, might just go there to place wards though. Enigma looking to be in this middle lane as well. He did pick up 4 clarity potions, so I do expect him to still go into the jungle. Never mind, Chen is in the jungle. Okay. So that's the way we're gonna have it. That is the way we're gonna have it. We have Chen that's rotating to the jungle. Dire jungle, by the looks of it, is gonna be there together with the Venomancer to support their Brewmaster to have a semi-tri lane up versus dual lane. Ward already been placed. Here comes the cavalry. But they won't catch out the Rubik. He was too safe, already back towards his tower. Knew that as soon as Brewmaster started to chase him. There could be something. Wow. This is too long range, and they have to actually use 2 wards for that. Because Brewmaster did see the ward being placed there, but yeah, I'm quite surprised that that they played that ward over there. Let's see how this bottom lane is going, because it looks like someone's getting harassed here a bit. We have got Cakes getting harassed a bit, but at the same time he got some harassment on the Clockwork as well. I mean, with his wolves, he's just able to do that continuously. Will be very annoying for Fancy to deal with. I will probably leave this bottom lane a bit alone though, because nobody really should die unless they're being really uncareful, like like just now. Middle lane is fairly safe as well. I mean, there can be a lot of harassment with axes, as well as bottle complete on Beastmaster, like I said, fast bottle, as well as Enigma being annoying with his Eidolons, but I don't think anybody will really die apart from on this bottom lane where we see Kebab already taken down a Gale. Rockets will fly, but this will still be a first blood. There was a stun for the Centaur, and that's gonna be Brewmaster getting first blood. Cinderin in a lot of trouble now. TP in from Furion won't help anymore. Venomancer taking care of the Tinker and bucking Mad out of his going out of there again. Fatebolt, Venomancer in some trouble. Here comes the Furion again. He still has a lot of mana, but only has 3 so far, though. No Sprout for him. Venomancer is going to try to do something. He still has a Gale. Eats a Tango. Might be able to go in here again. Doesn't really want to risk it. And they back off. There is a ward here too, though, so they see everybody. Still see Chen going back. 2 for 0 in favor of Ecal. Great start for them. With a very aggressive ward being placed here. Know exactly who is where. Gale hitting once again on Kebab. Kebab is going to use the telekinesis upon the Venomancer. Stuns him in range, but he will be able to back off regardless. We have a Centaur from Chen taking a lot of harassment here, but should be fine. In the meantime, the creep pooling continues. It is in favor of Ecal here a bit though, because they can try to get the last hits up on the neutrals to get that experience from that as well. And they actually get one of the 2. But in the meantime, their lane is continuously being pushed out. Brewmaster is not going to get that much last hits here. He is 4 for 1 so far, with Cinderin being on 12 for 4, even though he died. It's a good start for him, regardless, apart from death, of course. Then, in the meantime, we're going to check out this this middle lane for a second. Last hit wise, we have 18 for 1 upon the Beastmaster. We've got Enigma on. Oh, wait a second. Oh, never mind. We've got Enigma. There we go. We've got Enigma on 14 for 6. So, slightly in favor of Beastmaster, but still very even. And like I said, nothing really exciting should happen on this lane if both players are playing it properly. Yeah, the flags from Ecal have loaded, even though it might not be the flag that they wanted, apparently. So, we have a dive on the top lane. Cinderin making sure that nobody can enter with the March of the Machines. Tower will take some harassment here, though. Here comes the Nature's Prophet. Spawning some Sproutlings and Treons, sorry, wow, and forces them back. Flare to help out, but still, Tower getting harassed here, and this tri-lane, semi-tri-lane for Ecal is working out pretty okay based on the harassment. On the last hit for the Brewmaster, on the gold for the Brewmaster, I am not that sure. Of course, he got that last hit on the hero, but it's just not the same. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, gonna check this for a second. 18 for 3 upon the Lycan. Clockwork we got 22 for 3. So fairly even as well, slightly in favor of Clockwork, but still Lycan able to farm and doesn't get shot down that much. Beastmaster is level 5. As soon as he's level 6, we can expect a gank somewhere, maybe on the bottom lane to take down Lycan. Wow, Fancy in some trouble here. He needs a couple more right clicks, and that's gonna be Cakes backing off again. Just sends his wolf, but his wolf already died. Doesn't want to chase that, doesn't want to dive that. Not surprising either. Bottle being picked up by Clockwork as well, so 2 bottles now up on the dire side. With no rune up just yet, they have to wait for the 6-minute rune. And there's level 6. And a full mana bottle for the Beastmaster. Let's see where he's gonna go. If he's gonna go somewhere. There is a blink up from the Enigma, so he knows, like, okay, you know what, our Beastmaster that we're fighting against, he's level 6, Funzy, a lot of trouble, but here comes the Nature's Prophet. It's gonna be Lycan that's gonna be in more trouble, unless he gets a kill, at least something in return. Will be able to juke Bucking Mad, he tries to, and actually Bucking Mad having to be forced back by the wolves, and it is Lycan that gets a kill and gets away with it with the 150 HP. Nice play by him. A slightly overextension from the Clockwork, thinking they could take a 2-on-1 team fight with those wolves there, basically counting as an extra hero there, because those wolves, level 4, should not be underestimated, really not. Really still expecting Beastmaster to go for his roar to somewhere, someplace to gank. Still find out, though level 2 still on the Chen, he is quite far behind. Let's take a look at the levels. Yeah, he is far behind. He has been on the gank on the top lane, but other than that, he has been a bit. It's been a bit back. Rune's gonna be on the bottom lane. It will be picked up by the Beastmaster.
Middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, that Chen is not really having a fun time level-wise, though. He is still gonna try to help to do a gank here. He's got an Ursa Warrior, and we'll try to maybe kill off Syndrin if they're gonna try to dive it with the next creep wave. We'll see if they're gonna do that, though. Even though this creep wave will push the lane slightly. So diving wouldn't be that easy. Ward is up there, they don't see them now though, and then not from that ward. You only see them from the creeps here. I'm gonna go back to this one, because you kinda wanna see that, right? Yep. Clockwork. Looking for a hook.
Certainly not.
Gonna check out this first. He's just looking for the hook. Looking until Enigma stands still and to lash that hook, so he sees him and goes in on it. That hook shot. But Enigma being very close back, and it's actually going to be Clockwork that backs off first, thinking, okay, you know what, I could stand here for ages and not get anything done, and I'm not going to do that anymore. Goldcraft, yeah, I can surely do Goldcraft, but oh, Brewmaster split, wanting to go for this. Here comes the roar as well. Beastmaster landing it on the Chen and taking him down with that. He's going to be in some trouble though. Black Hole catches 2. It's going to be Shoxka that goes down. Kebab in a lot of trouble, takes him out of his. There's a telekinesis. Enigma gonna drop to the Tinker. There is still the clap. And is it Kebab gonna go down before Ecal is gonna go down? Yes, it is. But Ecal still goes down. Of course, double kill for the Tinker, double kill for the Brewmaster. But Brewmaster was the one to die and Tinker stayed alive. So definitely a fight in favor of mTw. Even though at least it was not in vain for Ecal. They were able to take some in return. Great fight though, nonetheless. Tower still stands also, even though slightly. And Beastmaster, I mean, he used his roar, still died. Yeah, at least he got a kill with it, so that is nice. He got the kill on the Chen, which was still level 3, so yeah, that's a bit of an easy kill there. It would have been great if he stayed alive for that fight, because, well, of course, it would have been great for everybody that stayed alive for this fight. But for Chen, even more so, because he would have gotten a lot of experience from that fight. Like, really a lot. And that fight going in favor of mTw right now. 1k gold. 1k gold in favor. As well, I'm feeling like I missed some kills. It was, of course, 3-4-0 at some point, and now it's all of a sudden it's 5 versus 4. What? Tinker, some trouble. Some trouble is meaning that he took quite a bit of damage there. He's almost got his boots of travel though. He doesn't care. He just needs 500 more gold. Here comes Ecal. He's by himself though. Fadebot going through. He doesn't have any support, so he really has to be careful there. Like on level 8. I mean, this is the thing that they need to have big in order to take on the lineup from mTw, because the lineup from mTw is looking pretty ruthless with all the global power that's gonna come out from them. But that Lycan could make it all happen, but he needs that farm up, and he has been doing okay. He's got a kill for himself. Oh, gank, top lane, Ecal in some trouble, getting locked in between 3 heroes. Is going to try to TP himself out of there, and will be able to do so because the telekinesis was already used, and Tinker is not able to do anything, and neither is Nature's Prophet, so good choice there. In the meantime, another gank, this time on the bottom lane, another 3 versus 1, this time in favor of Ecal, and they did manage to take out their target, even though, yeah, Beastmaster couldn't really do anything there. to be fair. Almost took down the Venomancer with him, Venomancer being level 4, but not being able to do so. In the meantime, Lycan on the bottom lane, I mean, he's still farming, he's 47 for 8. He's not doing the best of everybody, that's the Beastmaster. But yeah, I mean, it does mean a bit more on the Lycan than it does on the Beastmaster, so having that farm up was actually pretty great, and he's picked up a Morbid Max, so he's gonna go for his Vladimir's offering. Maybe going for a fast Rosha. He could do that. He could definitely do that. Brewmaster ultimate is up again. He really wants to use it. Gets the telekinesis, March of the Machines going through. Exalt might be in some trouble getting harassed by the tower soon. There's the clap. There's the Malefice. There's Synderen going down, Enigma taking the last hit, and that's even Brewmaster not even being forced out to do his ultimate. Rubik had already backed off by that point. Quite an unusual choice for that. At least you might have been able to ban to force out that ulti. Could have been good. Roar up again on the Beastmaster. 3 versus 1 is a bit outnumbered, but with a very low Brewmaster they can definitely do that. Brewmaster still took the last hit on the tower though. Kebab gonna take a Malefice. Split from the Brewmaster. There goes Kebab. He will go down. Enigma taking the last hit again. And Beastmaster gonna go down as well with the stun from the Earth Panda, as well as with the Fire Panda doing so much damage, and that's a double kill for Enigma because he took the last hit for that one. That's 2 quick kills again for Ecal, as Brewmaster is back to his normal self and kinda has to back off now because he is fairly low. And he is probably gonna go for Blink Dagger 2, by the way. And I say 2. Why do I say 2? He's gonna probably go for a Blink Dagger. Gale going off, Clockwork able to take the hit. Nice job, sorry for missing that one, kinda. Brewmaster is gonna back off here. You saw what happened to his teammate, but he doesn't care. He wants his Blink Dagger, he wants that gold. He's gonna be able to get it too. Actually gonna back off, even though that Troll Warlord is kinda big, so. Yeah, but even though you don't really want to stand next to the Skeleton Warriors. I mean, they might be small and tiny and they die very fast, but they do a lot of damage and you should not underestimate that. And there's the gold for the Blink Dagger. In the meantime, Chen on the bottom lane may be able to destroy a tower. Kebab stealing the wolves from the Lycan, so you'll have that and you'll be able to harass just like the Lycan is able to harass the Rubik if he wants to. Wolves versus wolves. And it was level 4 wolves also. In the meantime, also Enigma pressuring the middle tower and is had taken the last hit up on the tower where he is saving for that BKB. Only is his recipe, so it's fairly close. Rubik from the sidelines. Gonna try to get some last hit in on the Venomancer, which he does. Pops his wolves again. Nice. Tower getting pressured. This is actually the first tower that's gonna go down on the side of Ecal, which is quite unusual for mTw style. I mean, they have got a pretty strong pushing lineup. And there's the blink. Oh, he wants to go for this Enigma being invisible. There goes the Malefice. He's been locked in by the creep, so no kill's gonna happen here. Brewmaster backing off. But yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Tinker, Boots of Travel completed. He's just showing that off by pretending to TP to that creep there. Indeed. We have the Rubik stacking down his ancients, actually clearing them out with the wolves. I was kind of expecting him to stack them so that the Tinker could take them down later on. But he doesn't really want to do that. He does not really want to do that. Spoke up on the Beastmaster, got 700 gold, not doing that bad, even though it could have been a lot better. I mean, he died 3 times. He's still got quite a few last hits. He's 3rd on the line, the highest up on the Radiant side, sorry, highest up on the Dire side rather, combined with the Tinker. Even though Tinker now got slightly more. Tinker who is in trouble. There's a black hole being used for Synderen and he goes down. Bah. Those are just kills that you kinda have to take when you're Ecal, when you're facing a lineup from mTw. You have to continue shutting them down. No spell's big enough, because if you would have let them go, if the black hole wouldn't have been used and you'd let him go, then yeah. Then he's just gonna come back in a minute anyway, so you might as well kill him off so he's at least dead for a while, stopping him from farming. And I'm just realizing that I should change my name in my stream title, because right now it's not Beliebers anymore, it's Ecal. Sports. Update. There we go. There we go, indeed. Venomancer farming the jungle a bit. I mean, that's exactly what he needs to do. He's been He's been the support the whole time. He's now building towards his bracer. Actually has it complete, so that is something. But right now he needs to get those extra, that extra gold, that extra levels. And I say levels because his level is pretty far behind. But then again, at the same time, the Chen is very far behind as well. I mean, if you look at the experience graph, it is in favor of Ecal right now. But that's mostly because of the kills. That's mostly because of these 3 level 11s. But the 2 supports are the lowest 2 heroes in game, combined with 1 support from mTw. So that's a big difference there. And Chen being the one that needs that experience most, he now does have Hand of God as well as a mechanism, so the gold is there, and the pressure is there also. I mean, look at that, all 5 heroes of Ecal are gonna go into the bottom lane. He's thinking, you know what, you got a Tinker, you got a Furion, we don't want to be split pushed and stuff, so we're just gonna go on and push and lay the pressure on you and force you to TP back, force you to use all your spells to defend rather than to initiate. Gale is not hitting up on Kebab, Telekinesis, Belieber might be in some trouble here, gets locked into trees. Stunned into trees, Nature's Prophet's ultimate going through, and here comes the Lycan. Getting stunned for a while though, getting locked into Kyle's Hand of God going through. Fonzie on the run, taking a lot of damage there, and is gonna go down. Brewmaster taking the last hit with Rubik on the run. Will probably die here as well from this Lycan. There we go, it is Lycan that takes the last hit with his wolves. Nature's Prophet not able to stop that from happening. In the meantime, Brewmaster was able to take down, Beastmaster was able to take down the Venomancer. 2 BMs in 1 game is just very confusing, and March of the Machines just making sure that nobody is going to try to chase down anybody else. But at that time, I mean, if you're going to use the March of the Machines for that reason, your tower is going to drop, because that was freed up, all of that. Chen taking the last hit, getting that extra gold up on him. He is now level 7. Venomancer did gain some leverage from that as well, and got level 7 as well, so good fight for Ecal. Taking down the tier 2 tower as well as getting some kills in return. I mean, of course they lost their Lycan, which is pretty painful. But at least they were able to take something in return. Definitely a good fight for them. And we see the gold graph in favor of Ecal. No surprise there, as they just took down a couple more towers. Experience graph in favor of Ecal as well. They're still 5 kills ahead. Axis will fly to clear out some of the creep waves in the middle lane. Let's see what other heroes I've got. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Missing stuff as in, ooh, Malefice. I'm missing stuff on the top lane. It seems Malefice going up on the Nature's Prophet. He can't really TP out right now. He's gonna try to take the Venomancer with him. Tinker actually gets the last one on that one. Black Hole BKB by the Enigma, but Enigma taking still a lot of damage because Beastmaster was still there. Tinker taking the last hit, and he was there all by himself. No damage to go through that black hole, and I'm kind of feeling like that was a waste BKB, you know, and a waste of black hole with nothing to be done there. 3 versus 1. And the pressure is up on the bottom lane from the Clockwork, who now gets chased out of there. Lycan being there, puts himself in clogs, and should be okay. I don't think there's anything that they can do to stop him from TP right now. Nope, nothing right now. So TP it is, and Clockwork being back to base. In the meantime, mTw is continuing the pressure on the bottom lane, and they can do that. And even if the Nature's Prophet gets back up again, he could just go to the top lane or the bottom, or middle lane or bottom lane, to just split push, making sure that even if they might not get this tower, well, here's Nature's Prophet, they would at least get some on the tower, but they are just gonna force everything on the tower. Fortification going off. No fights being pressured just now by Ecal, even though they could do that. Venomancer ulti, Hand of God, Brewmaster ulti is already there in 2 seconds. He might just blinking clap and go for it, even though his health is just very low. You just need that ultimate, that's all you need. Let's see though. Nope, not going to happen. Tower down, and that is Ecal losing 2 towers. And towers are now, well, it's not even, but it's still only 1 tower behind now for mTw, and that is not what Ecal wants to do. They know that late game they will get split pushed so much, and that they have to push now for themselves before it gets too unbearable to deal with. And right now they are pushing, but not hard enough, I feel like. TP out from the Tinker, should be safe home again shortly. The Rubik in the meantime, he is, well, he's got 1k gold. What is he going to go for? Is he going to go for that 4 staff? In that case he could already pick up a staff of wizardry. I'm just going to take another sip of blue stuff, and then I'll be right back. It gives energy apparently, even though it's not really an energy drink.
All are healed.
Hand of God. Sorry, wow, Lycan going down to the Nature's Prophet, Hand of God not being able to help him out. And that's Roshan going towards mTw. Sorry for missing that.
Incoming.
I just really badly needed that drink. Even though that should not come as the cost of that. In the meantime, I mean, they know that they're going for Roshan, so here comes the smoke. Here comes the Crocodile Clockwork, making sure that nobody is gonna interrupt them doing Roshan. Roshan going down, Beastmaster picking up the Aegis. Does mTw want to pick up that fight? No, they don't, and Ecal doesn't want to either. They're backing off. Black Hole was still on cooldown from earlier, and that might be a fight that Ecal lost. That is, even though they did not really lose the fight, but with the Lycan being there, they could have maybe all been there to support him, but yeah, he went in alone for that Roshan, and just being caught out like that. He is building towards his BKB, only needs his recipe still, but then, I mean, like I said earlier during the draft, the Roar will be there anyway, the Cogs will be there anyway. It doesn't matter if you got BKB or not, you'll get stopped by those abilities. So I got 2 anti-BKB's abilities. Beastmaster gotta make sure that the tier 1 tower on the bottom lane goes down. Last tier 1 tower still standing in the game. In the meantime, Ecal is gonna pressure on this mid tower, making sure that maybe they force out some teleports, or otherwise they're gonna get a free gold. But yet, TP from Tinker towards the base. Nature's Prophet still standing there waiting for his mana to go up. Picked up a Necronomical level 1. Also picked up the Mechanism for his team. Handled Midas just to get that extra farming experience up there. And pressure is on for Ecal still. They're looking to force out a team fight by the looks of it. I mean, Enigma still has his black hole up again. Gonna be forced away from this place where he was quietly standing waiting for his move to initiate. Nature's Prophet saw that and had to back off again, didn't want to go through the normal route. Malafist, there goes the BKB, he wants to go for something, but BKB's Enigma, Hand of God going through, but what's going on? Nothing is really going on. Brewmaster can't blink, there's too many Venomancer wards, and that is a wasted BKB from the Enigma. That is a very much wasted BKB from the Enigma, and they have to back off now, unless they can get in a perfect black hole. There's too many interruptions for black holes, so he needs to get out, and they need to start over. Hook going off in the meantime. Where was the hook? I heard a hook. No, I didn't get anything. Who got sprouted though? It's good. Venomancer. Venomancer will be able to TP away in time before all the damage came out. And Enigma going back into the top lane, farming again. He's building towards the Blink Dagger, almost has it complete. In the meantime, mTw keeping on the pressure. Gonna continue. Well, overlays blocking team names. I don't think it is. It should not be. Nope, it's not. Just saying. Roar! Sorry. Wow. Nobody dying yet though. Beastmaster in a lot of trouble here on the high ground. Throws out his axes. Brewmaster uses his ultimate for this. He's gonna have to try to get away from this one, but it's too much damage. He won't be able to survive that one. Pops his Aegis. Nature's Prophet in the meantime taking down the Venomancer, taking down the Chen. Rubicon Taker taking the last hit of that one. And Brewmaster back to his normal self there. There goes the Enigma. Buys back into the game. Still hasn't managed to do his black hole. Split again from the Brewmaster. No, that's not a split from the Brewmaster. That is Rubik stealing the split from the Brewmaster and using that one. And there goes the Clockwork being pressured out. So if you're going to lock Lycan together with you in the cogs, you're going to have to be aware that you're going to take some damage. Lycan, who is going to go down. Black hole being casted from the high ground. Still there goes Enigma taking down the Tinker with that one. At least he gets that one in return. But still, the fight heavily in favor of mTw. The buybacks coming out from Ecal, keeping them alive. Kebab is going to try to TP out. There's nothing more to interrupt it. Never mind, there is. Brewmaster taking the last hit. And he is dead. And now mTw on the run. Let's take out the buybacks for this. It was only Enigma that bought back. Maybe able to kill off the Tinker. I thought it was more. But still then, great defense by Ecal. Using the split, using the roar, and yeah. Sorry for being distracted there. Someone saying something that wasn't true, and I had to check that because I was, you know, if that was true, that would have been stupid. Pipe up on the Beastmaster. We saw that earlier already. I just did not call that out yet. Nature's Prophet now got level 3, I think. Yeah, level 3 Necronomicon already completed. So more pushing power for mTw. And even though I have to say I am impressed with Ecal. There's this heavy pushing lineup that they have, that they are up against. And counter push wise, they don't have that much, but they are able to take the fights. And I mean mTw has got a pretty strong lineup just because of the split push capability and stuff like that. But if they continue forcing these team fights, continue taking on heroes, Hand of God going through, no particular reason I think. Apart from Chen being fairly low. Gonna counter ward the ward. Watch the machines is just gonna be annoying. But even though they have got they are facing this pushing lineup, they are taking teamfight up on teamfight, and that's just something that, I mean, they have to do that, and they're doing it at a very good fashion. Brewmaster building towards the Aghanim's, almost got it complete. Actually has it complete. Hook going off. Hits up on the Venomancer. Axis flying through. Venomancer ulti still hitting 3 heroes, though he goes down. Roar actually being used on the Venomancer, stealing that last hit from him, but now he won't have a Roar again. It's gonna be Fonzie in a lot of trouble here. Sprout actually not helping him out at all. Enigma taking the last hit. There's the Tinker though. Marching the machine spam everywhere. Mechanism pops for Ecal, but they are being forced back right now, forcing back towards their tower. I am quite surprised to see Shox do that Roar upon the Venomancer that was almost dead anyway. And that already did his ultimate also. I mean, what else is a Venomancer gonna do besides his ultimate and his Gale? That's it. Tinker wants to TP in, but the creep got killed off quite fast. And now he TPs to the top lane to continue counter pushing there. I mean, there are 4 heroes of Ecal here. They won't find anybody of mTw anymore. They have backed off, even though maybe he wants to blink after them. He does have his blink off cooldown. If he wants to try that, he could. He has his ultimate as well, and his Aghanims. So his ultimate is on a shorter cooldown right now. He could try to go for that. We'll see though. Blink Dagger up on the Enigma as well. They have got massive initiation right now. They need that too. I mean, they need that. If you're gonna have a team that's gonna siege you right about here, you want to not take the fight here, because in that mess, your tower will take damage and might eventually go down. So you want to blink in and take the fight here, making sure that you have the fight and you have the element of surprise perhaps too. You have the initiation. You can decide where and when. Maybe not how. Maybe not entirely the where, but still you have a sort of control. You want to have that control. $4K gold in favor of mTw right now. There's still not that much. It's still not that much. Towers are in favor of mTw also. There's 2 tower difference. That is about 3K gold. And that 3K gold is yeah. That is, I mean, they will be able to take it back. Eco can take it back if they push the towers, and then it will be only 1K still in favor of mTw. That's really nothing. Even though they were ahead on kills on Ecal's side, it's really it doesn't matter. It's not any big items or something. We're gonna have experience graph. It's also in favor of mTw, but not by that much. It's just because mTw was able to take the last team fight. Ooh, blink in, Malafist, Kebab in some trouble, takes a Gale as well. It's gonna be outnumbered here, will be taken down, and it's Enigma that takes the last hit. We have also got an Aghanim up on the Clockwork, will be able to hook himself to a non-hero's target. Just and yeah, you'll be able to be everywhere on the map. So if you're talking about map control, if you're talking about global presence from the Tinker as well as from the Nature's Prophet, then meet Clockwork, able to be anywhere on the map with just a matter of his ultimate. 15-second cooldown on that. That's really nothing. That's even shorter than the TP of the Nature's Prophet. Lycan, I mean, he doesn't have anything else than we last saw. We already saw that BKB. We already saw him die with that BKB also. Sorry. Sorry for that. And Ecal looking for an opening to take down heroes. I mean, they took down Rubik just now. That is what they have to do, because as long as they can pick heroes off, they will be able to keep the control. They will be able to make sure that mTw is waiting for pushing in, and that's going to be their strength. Making that Lycan even bigger. Making that Brewmaster bigger. Brewmaster picked up a Gem of True Sight for counterwards. Mostly only for that. I'm thinking about the... No, wow, Tinker. What? Goes down. Did he just TP into that mess? He did. That smoke! That deadly smoke! And he only saw that the moment he appeared! Oh, that's gonna be so painful! I mean, you just TP in there and creeps don't reveal that smoke, so, you know... Oh, Lycan in some trouble here, taking a lot of damage from the Nature's Prophet here, and it will go down. Clockwork taking the last hit. And Nature's Prophet picked up an ultimate orb. It's gonna go for a sheepstick, probably. And a tier 2 tower, last tier 2 tower is gonna drop here, and we'll go down. Oh, hook from the Tinker to just kill off some more creeps. I mean, he can do that every time again. Making sure there is some pressure up on that tier 3 tower, even though the Enigma is there to defend it, but then again he has to be there to defend it. And the ganking team is gonna continue. Continue towards the middle lane, maybe find the clockwork. From the higher ground, they only have one blinking hero on them though. With them, I should say. And for wards, I mean, we had one ward here just being placed up by the Radiant. That's the only ward they have, though. It's just placed. But mTw keeping massive control over this Radiant jungle. I mean, there's a ward here, there's a ward here, and there is also one here. So then nobody is gonna cross this Radiant forest without them knowing it. Even though, yeah, counter wards on Gem of Truth side helping out there. Oh, wolves. They'll see that too if they get too close. Oh, wolves actually try to take down the Chen here. Side of Vice being completed up on the Tinker, so you'll have that one for the next team fight. Lycan, 1800 gold. Still curious to see what he's gonna go for. Is he gonna go for a Basher? Would not be a bad option, especially if you're gonna be locked into that thing with the clockwork and you just, well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what he's gonna go for. Rubik got a 4-staff up on him. We've got Chen picking up a Staff of Wizardry. Will he also go for a 4-staff, or will he try to get a Aghanims? Because right now, I mean, team fights is what they want. Team fights is what they should be aiming for. And with with Brewmaster having that Aghanims, he will be able to do his ultimate more than he did before. Whoa, Funzy in some trouble. Will be able to hook himself away though. Does do so. Nobody dead. But yeah, they will be able to take down team fight if they want to, and that's going to be something for mTw to deal with. They're going to have to fight in between the team fights, and one thing for Ecal to do to stop that is make sure that the space in between is going to be as short as possible. Make sure that your ultimates are off cooldown as much as possible. And again, Clockwork escaping again. Well, not really escaping. At least he got a Malefice, but yeah, then again, Enigma knew that he was going to go for that, so backed off again. Also, Cinderin continued to keep the pressure on this top lane. Like I said, side of the base completed, 4-staff, will be able to TP out. Funzy being spotted again. But yeah, you can't really gank Funzy anymore, really. He'll just be able to hook his way out of there. Unless you're going to have more disables, and right now, they don't have that many disables. I mean, look at that, they have the Malefice, they have got a slow, that's it. They've got more slows. Well, not really slows, but more like someone that's faster than you. And maybe a stun from a Centaur. That's it. That's it. Brewmaster clap. But for stuns, they lack stuns. They definitely do. Side advice up on the Nature's Prophet. So for disables, it's going to be heavily in favor of mTw. They now have 2 side advices up. We'll be able to just sheep everything that comes in range. And of course, for the Tinker, it's the fact that you can rearm and you'll have another sheep. So sheeps all over the place. I feel like Ecal should be building some also, but on which hero? Because which hero is going to have enough gold to do that? If you look at the gold per minute, Lycan, he should not build a side advice. He's not the hero for that. He does pick up a Basher, so like expected. Roshan in the meantime being taken down by mTw. Beastmaster once again picking up the Aegis. But yeah, Basher indeed up on the Lycan, so I was right with that. Gives a sort of disable, especially if he's gonna get a Abyssal Blade after that, which he definitely should, because that 2-second stun is just gonna be very useful for him to have, and it will give them another disable as well. Tinker TPing to the bottom lane, was trying to, but Lycan killing off the creep. In the meantime, mid lane, Tinker TPing to a wolf. Gale latches, stun. Venommancer is in trouble, still pops his ultimate. Hand of God going through. Cinderin is in trouble, getting stunned. Roar going on with a Venommancer. In the meantime, there's the black hole. It will be stolen, though, I do think. No, Kebab is not stealing it. Malefice going off on the back, but we see Tinker going down. Clockwork on the run. We go back here. Shoxka being put up in the net. Venommancer and Enigma still trying to do what they can from the side. Gale's not hitting there. Brewmaster uses ultimate. There is a Lycan with the BKB on running around in the midst of all of this, and there's Tinker, he's back again. Rockets will fly, it's gonna be Axatos, will be dropped off, will be killed off as soon as he comes back out from his flip. And it's so far only Brewmaster now that's being left alive. Oh, Hook, they want to continue going and for this. Only for the creep though. buyback from the Tinker was worth it if they're gonna continue to pressure this one. I mean, no Brewmaster will mean no ultimate for them. Will mean this is the way to fight. They wanted to fight in between those splits. They can't do that now. They don't have to deal with a black hole. They don't have to deal with the Venomancer ulti. They don't have to deal with the Brewmaster split. This is their moment. The only thing they do have to deal with is a Lycan. But then again, they've got so many disables, and they know that BKB from Lycan is on cooldown. So they are quite confident that they are going to be able to take this. Or at least going to be able to continue to keep the pressure on. We have Belieber being turned to a Piglet. Roar going off on Enigma. Axis will fly. There comes Fonzie as well. Is he going to use the cogs? The BKB is up on Enigma, so that will help something. Fonzie getting actually picked up by the Lycan, who is back into the mid to turn into a wolf as well. But mTw way up in the base of Ecal. They want to go for this. Shock's getting slow, taking a Gale. And there goes the Venomancer being taken down by Rubik, and the chain is done for that Chen. Takes him down. Kebab in the meantime. I mean, Rubik stole the ultimate from the Lycan, so was turned into Wolf, could do as much damage as Lycan was, and there goes the Brewmaster. He bought back already. If he dies now, there will be something. Wow, we have a Piglet, a creep being turned into a Piglet. That was a bit unfortunate for that one. At least Brewmaster will stay alive. Enigma being alive without a black hole, he's not gonna do that much. Brewmaster being alive, being able to split at least, gonna try to do what he can, but as soon as he'll come back, he'll have really little HP left. Bucking Matt will probably still drop here though, taking a lot of harassment here. Brewmaster taking the last hit, as he's the only one there. That makes sense. Soon gonna take a stun. Brewmaster should think about backing off right now. He is gonna be very low as soon as he comes back. So Enigma buys back after he dies. It's gonna be Rubik that's gonna be on the run. Earth Panda, where are you gonna go? There you are, back on low HP. He is being chased right now. Beastmaster wanted to go for that. There comes the hook, and it's Clockwork that gets a double kill for that one. The rest of Ecal is back in the meantime, ready to defend their base. They have Enigma being turned into a Piglet. GG, well played is actually called out. Ecal knows that this is not anymore their fight. They will not have this one anymore. But have no fear, there'll be a game number 3. And I have to just point out that the kill score has been 22 to 22 right now. Is well, the W is losing some heroes to the Lycan and the Chen. At least Ecal keeping the dominance on that one. But that pushing power from mTw is just too much. It is just too much, and that fight in the mid lane really lost them that one. It was not a very coordinated fight. Black Hole still being used though. Enigma putting out that one at least, but getting harassed. There goes the Venomancer taking on Nature Prophet, but we will see the throne exploding. I mean, the GG was called, but so far they're still fighting back, still not disconnecting either. Beastmaster gonna be taken down here, but he has an Aegis, so he will be back up again shortly. We have some creeps in the tier 4 towers, but we're gonna have to wait until we see the end screen. Roar going up on the Venomancer here. Axis will fly. Venomancer will go down, or really still lands a Gale, so that's at least something. Tinker on a killing spree, taking that one home for him. And yeah, fake DG, comeback time. Go next, indeed, being called. So there is a disconnect, or at least one. So my name is Sheever. I am a Ghost of Gamers caster. Go check out GhostofGamersNet for all your information on esports. Not only Dota 2, but also other games if you're interested in those. This is a game for ProDota2 Non-Pro League. This is the playoffs. This is the first game of the winners bracket, and the first game of this best out of 3 also. So we'll see 2 games between these 2 teams, or 3 if Ecal can force out a third in the next game. And yeah, we're gonna have that one straight after that one, so don't straight after this one, so don't go anywhere. If you want to find out more about ProDota2 and how the teams got there and all the rules and the prizes and stuff, because the first prize, by the way, you just have to mention that first prize of this non-pro league is 5,000 euros, so definitely something worth fighting for. But yeah, if you want to check out more, go to ProDota2.com, and then the 2 just written down as a number, not as a letter. So ProDota2.com, go check that out. We will jump ourselves into a second game where you can see if mTw is going to be able to go to the winners bracket finals, or if they are being dropped down to the lower bracket, which is going to be played tomorrow. Stay tuned.